He's got vitamin B and C and caffeine. Oh, I forgot my vitamins today.
Okay, so
110 calories. Is it recording?
You ready?
Oh, is it already recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you for showing up for our number 2 episode of our little ghost mini cast that we like to do.
Even though we've done absolutely no ghost hunting at all in our casts.
None yet. We're working on it. We will be getting some. Don't worry.
Or I'm going to rig up the entire apartment with wires, so as we're talking, things will fly around and we will act surprised. I'm looking at you, Discovery Channel.
Right, exactly. I'm Daniel Crabtree. It's Tim Clemens. We are 2 members of PCI Paranormal. And before I get started on what we were going to talk about, I just want to make this clear. We were watching some video earlier, and this idiot was sitting there
like
in
nice
caps.
Guy.
Well, no, the guy in the caps.
Oh, no. Okay, well, let's verify. The idiot mentioned is not the person who put the video up or on the video. It's
the person who put the
commented.
video up was actually, it's very good, and I'll let you know who this guy is. It's called Mellow Bird. It's on YouTube. This guy has tons of stuff. Me and Tim have been trying to decide whether a lot of it seems legit, but there might be an explanation for it.
If it's fake, it's really well done, so hats off to him.
Right. But this idiot, in caps, goes on and says, "Oh, I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been doing it for 3 years, so I know what I'm talking about." I got news for everybody, and this goes for us as well as anybody else that actually claims they are professional paranormal hunters. There's no such thing, okay? You do it because you like it. You may have some common knowledge of how it works, but ultimately nobody is a professional at this, except this guy. Nobody.
Send your checks to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
PayPal to me. We're good.
But wouldn't you just agree with that? Wouldn't you agree that there's...
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
anybody is going to claim that they're an expert at anything regarding anything paranormal is completely and totally full of crap. I mean, to be honest with you, if you look at anything of a paranormal nature and you say unequivocally, that's real, you're automatically full of crap just because you don't know.
Right.
Most likely, it's not real. It's just the fun of it. That's the fun part. It's like Bigfoot. Most likely, Bigfoot's not real. Me, personally, I believe he's real, and I think he looks just like the guy in the beef jerky commercials.
Oh, by the way, did you see that post I put on Facebook? It's got Bigfoot, and it says, hide and seek's reigning champion, Bigfoot.
Yes, he is.
And he is exactly right.
If there was a hide and seek contest, if there was a world championship, Bigfoot would win.
Absolutely.
Loch Ness sucks. He's always getting his picture taken. Bigfoot maybe 2-3 pictures tops.
Yeah, and then you never see him again. Like you might hear him occasionally or something, but you never see him, which kind of sucks because I agree. I think there are out there, but they're not everywhere like people claim they are. That's my opinion.
He did do that one role on Harry and the Hendersons.
Yes, he did.
I think there also was a short television series based off that, which he himself was in, but. After a while, the paparazzi got to him. He had to lay low. We don't blame you, Bigfoot. We don't blame you at all.
I love it. I love it. So, today, let's talk about, we're going to talk about initially, when you're ghost hunting, you're looking for, ultimately, 4 types of ghost presence. Okay? First one is, I would say more common one, probably than any, the residual type, which is the one that is kind of like a replay of an event or a replay of something that happened in the past. They don't know you're there, they don't know your presence, but it's just a walkthrough of what it may have happened in a past event.
I'm going to argue and say I wouldn't say it's the most common. I would say it's the most that you think about. When you think about a ghost, it's normally something that's just replaying over and over and over again. There's 2 possible explanations. It's either going to be, actually 3 possible explanations. It's either going to be something happened that just left a mark on that part of the land where it just replays over and over again. There's no actual spirit involved. So much as it is just an event that just left itself there. Or it could be a ghost that doesn't realize it's dead and it's just going through its daily routine, or it's reliving that moment over and over and over again. Or it's just a big old load of crap. Option 3, 9 out of 10 times would probably be it. But the reason why I don't say it's the most common, because to me the most common is more of your poltergeist type activity where it's knocking, rasping, scratching, noises, things like that. That tends to be your more common haunting.
Okay. Right.
I hear footsteps. I hear something like that. I hear what's most likely a possum up under my house.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing.
Right. Right. Okay. And that brings us to the intelligent spirits. Now, those are the ones that really they are aware of your presence. They know you're there, and a lot of times, if there is something there that wants to communicate with you, they will show themselves on occasion, or they will do what they call poltergeist activity, touch something, or maybe even move something, or something along that line to get your attention. And most commonly, what I would say is, when you say a lot of times, most of that's caused by people's attention to that detail, possibly. When you bring attention to it, it wants to be more visually, it wants to be more in your face type of thing.
From what I've read, when you get something like that, yeah, attention does tend to draw it out, particularly with demonic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, though, you do have, especially with children, you have kind of a guardian angel type situation.
Okay.
There was a case in Georgia, and I can't remember the details of it off the top of my head, like the people and whatnot, but there was a child who was seeing an old man who was visiting him, and he was talking to the kid and warning him about a more evil spirit within the house. But it turns out, when the child described the old man, it was the previous owner of the house. They were actually renting from the man's children, if I remember right. But that seems to be a common motif with ghost stories. Visitations of children, oftentimes a warning of something worse in the house, sometimes just around. Sometimes it is kids. There's a place in Savannah where a child apparently hangs out in a stairwell and bounces his ball against a wall.
Yeah, but see, here's where I have a problem with that. And a lot of times, when you see, I guess this goes with a religious aspect to it, that children automatically get a free pass to heaven or whatever not. So when you see a child in a ghost form, does that necessarily mean that it's regular that, or could it be a demonic
If you're
presence?
going by a religious view, though, the old school religion, you didn't automatically get a pass. You had to have been baptized. If you weren't, you got stuck in limbo, and some people think that is ghost form.
Okay.
Again, I don't like to bring religion into it. You and me both are religious people, but not everybody is.
Right.
But if you're going to take the religious view of it, then yeah, I would like to believe that children get a free pass.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going by old school religion, particularly Catholic, you have to be baptized.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you don't get the free pass. And I know if there's some Catholics out there who want to correct me, feel free to post the correction.
Absolutely.
I probably will never read it because most of you are trolls, but I'm going to look at the camera and say, I agree with you.
Poltergeist. Poltergeist activity. Now that goes along with, there's two of them. There's two. You got the intelligent, which would also be considered poltergeist. Then you also, which correlates with the fourth, which is demonic presence or evil type of entity as well.
You also have a fifth.
Okay.
Poltergeist has also been led to be attached to not anything ghostly at all, but psychokinetic activity done by usually a young girl going into puberty.
Yes. Adolescence.
Which sometimes is, I can see that because there are worse stories involving girls when they particularly get emotionally jacked up, upset, angry, this stuff would happen. One girl out in Germany had her pigtails lifted up and cut off. There are countless cases of it. And I know right now your brain is automatically going to Poltergeist, the movie.
No.
Don't. That's not a poltergeist. That is something else.
Yeah.
That's actually a movie.
Yeah, poltergeist activity is pretty much the act of, well, what it technically means is loud ghost.
Or angry ghost.
Angry ghost, loud ghost, whatever. So ultimately you're going to see, stuff fly off the shelves, or you're going to see something move in your house, or you may even get a slight touch somewhere, that you may.
For some of you lonely people might be welcome.
You might like that, absolutely. But ultimately that's kind of like the four main that you want to look out for when you're doing investigations. And the one obviously you want to stay away from is the demonic. And a sure sign, and I've always said this to all of us, that if we ever went into an investigation and one of us got scratched or something like that, 3 scratches anywhere on your body, it was done. We were done, we were packing up, and we were going at that point. Because you don't want to agitate something that's that, I don't know, evil, I guess, would kind of the proper word for that.
Oh, no. If the demonic present is a legitimate thing, if it is real, I personally think it is. It kind of comes with the whole religious part of me.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is real, that crap follows you home.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
What you essentially, here's the thing, and we mentioned this in the last podcast or videocast.
Videocast. Yeah, I'll call it videocast.
Vidcast?
Vidcast. I think it's vidcast. It's
Pod
not
video?
podcast because it's not live.
No, podcast isn't live.
I thought podcast. I let's say
Nah,
podcast.
it's downloaded recording. I think
Okay.
livecast is live.
Livecast. Well, we ain't livecast. We're podcast. That's good. That's good.
Anyway, our last thingy, we'd mentioned this too, is like, if it is real, then there is a risk involved.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can make it worse. It'll follow you home, but we're not going to recap all of that. If you want to see that, go back to the video, click on several things, try to get up the count because I want money. But back to what I was saying, which I don't remember what I was saying.
The demonic.
Oh yeah, the demonic stuff.
Yes.
Again, that's something that you don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of you are watching this going, well, I would just perform an exorcism. Yeah, you try that.
Yeah, try that. Go ahead.
Good luck with that. When it goes horribly wrong, and it will, yeah, you only got yourself to blame. So you just go on and enjoy that, post the video, and then we'll all post how fake it is.
Right, exactly. Not saying everything on there is fake. I'm not saying we're not saying every video on there is fake.
I want to get in on the whole trolling thing. That just looks fun. Like you just watch a random video that you don't like, instead of just moving on, you actually stop to say how much you hate the person that did it.
Yeah, I see.
That just sounds fun.
No, well, it's like you don't. I don't know. I just feel like that. If somebody makes an effort. Okay, cool. It was a cool video, but I want to go to something else because it didn't really. It wasn't. It was fake. Mellow Bird is the one we were talking about earlier. Mellow Bird is on YouTube. I think he's British. It's in a British
he's
area.
British, so he's charming.
Right. And, it raises some questions. But I like the videos because if it is faked out, he does a fantastic job of it. Okay? He does a really good job. But if it's not fake, this guy has some serious problems, honestly.
Especially since he's actually walking around his house asking it to do stuff.
Exactly.
He's also threatening it, making fun of it because it was dead at one point, things like that. Now, again, I'm not saying it's real or unreal. I personally kind of lean towards not real. No offense to you, Mellow Bird.
Mellow Bird.
It's just, unless I'm actually there experiencing it, then I'm going to think wires and stuff. And I know you posted that video where you're showing like how you could have faked it. Well, none of our viewers have actually seen this video.
No,
I'm talking directly
right,
to the guy.
Right.
ADD, I'm sorry about that.
But
anywho, what I'm saying though is fun to watch. He's British, therefore charming, and British people are mostly funny with the exception of Russell Brand.
I think British humor is actually funnier.
But Russell Brand's not funny.
Well, there's exception to the rule. There's one, I think, but otherwise, everything British do is awesome. So
except for Russell Brand.
Except for Russell Brand.
If you had a YouTube video, I'm gonna troll it.
There you go. There you go. So that's pretty much all we had today. Just wanted to talk about that. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to get bad diarrhea. I think apparently this is a drink that has alloy in it.
Aloe.
Excuse me, aloe.
Alloy is two metals.
I got you.
All right. As I mentioned in the last one, every time we do one of these videos, I want to try to bring in a strange food. Not the most original idea. Some folks in the podcasting community already do this. But so I'm going through the grocery store today, and I found. Oh my God, I'm not sure if I can pronounce this. Bedita di Sabilla. I'm Southern. I'm just gonna pronounce it the way Southern people would. I found some green stuff.
Got some green stuff here.
All right, so essentially it is aloe. It is high in vitamin B and C and calcium, and it couldn't possibly taste worse than Vegemite.
That crap we had last time.
Yeah.
Before you open that, just a couple more things real quick. Just so you know, on our videos, they are in black and white. The reason for this is because we poor. Okay, we can't afford big, nice movie cameras and all that. This is actually my camera I use for paranormal investigations. So it's in black and white, but as we go on, hopefully we'll get a little better with it.
And I have video games to buy. I cannot
exactly,
afford
me
to
too.
buy
I've got an
fancy
Xbox
cameras.
360, and the new one's coming out next year, so I'm going to try to get that one if I can.
370 or something?
Oh, 370, 380, but it's going to be awesome. Because they're going to have a new Skyrim on there, and I'm going to, not Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls, which I'm going to thoroughly be looking forward to.
I might as well just call it Skyrim 2.
Skyrim 2.
Really
Because Skyrim is like the best. Also, too, we are local Georgia. Okay, so if you are looking for an investigation in the Georgia area, please let us know. We love doing it. Again, it's one of our favorite things. That's why we do this. So, website PCI Paranormal on Facebook, D Crabtree 032 for email, and
at what?
Yahoo.com. D Crabtree 032 at Yahoo.com for email, and also YouTube page. Have we changed the name on that yet?
I don't know.
I think it's still. It might still be D Crabtree. I don't know. I'll get back with you on that. I haven't really looked at it since about 3 weeks ago. So
and I think our PO box is PO Box 868, Cumming, Georgia 30028.
There you go.
I hope I'm right on that.
So there's plenty of ways to get in touch with us. We're a great bunch of people. We love doing this stuff, and we're very carefree about it. But we're also careful. We respect your privacy. We respect what you allow us to do. And
and it's not just ghosts. If you have anything out of the ordinary at all, we want to know.
Yes.
If you found a Cheeto that looks like Jesus, I want in.
Yes, we would like to take a picture of it. Send us a picture. We'll actually put it on our website if you send it in as well. So
I might eat it though, because that's got to be an interesting taste.
So you might want to take a picture and then send it. That way Tim doesn't get a hold of it. Got it?
Oh, and what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if I'm wrong about our PO box address, and if you do own PO Box 868 in Cumming, Georgia, please forward the mail to the correct PO box once I know what it is.
We're just kind of winging it, guys. Sorry about that. But the website is good, and my email address is good, and the YouTube thing, you can definitely find it as well. So.
And if you should see me in public, please don't approach me. I find you creepy.
There you go. So.
Unless you're attractive, and you have low standards in men.
Or if you like them very intelligent, this guy right here.
I am so good at faking it. All right, ready to try this pizza?
Let's do it. Yeah, it's thick too. What's funny is it's got this. It looks like water right here, and then it's got this gel-looking stuff right in the middle of it. It's really just.
Due to the camera's inability to record anything unless it's like Pepto-Bismol pink, you can't see how green this is. This is it right here. I found this in the foreign foods section of your local Kroger.
Is it a Hispanic section or?
They kind of lump it all together.
Oh, really? No,
it's just one big thing.
Okay, all right.
Although in Norcross there is a European food area, so if you want Vegemite.
Okay, no, I'm good. Believe me. By the way, have you had any more of that Vegemite since?
I did actually. You know those little mini burgers you can buy in microwave?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I spread a small amount on that, and it actually tasted like meat.
Nice.
Yeah, so I found a use for it.
Good deal.
All right, there we go. Just a small amount of it, because quite frankly, this one actually scares me.
Did you get some?
There's
some pulp. I think it's pulp.
It is. It's actually literally chunks of aloe is what we've got here. Now, aloe is that stuff that's really good if you burn your skin. Is essentially mostly for skin. I didn't know that you can actually consume aloe. Ready?
God, it smells like. You know what it smells like? It smells like persimmons. Persimmons is what it smells like. All right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like it.
That's not bad. I'm not even gonna lie. That's not even bad. Yeah.
More?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very good.
So anyway, we actually found something we liked.
Very nice. This is better than stuff from last time, that's for sure.
I know, you Australians are crazy.
I know, right?
Like, apparently you guys love that stuff, and it's. I'm not putting you down because we eat grits, but yeah, that stuff is nasty.
That's good. That's good. So, very nice. Well, thank you for tuning in again.
I have to buy more of that.
I know,
I kind of want bigger chunks too. Like, I want to see what a piece of that tastes like.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. Almost like a star fruit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean?
It's like a star fruit, but it has almost a vegetable taste.
Yeah, that's really good. Try it out. Anyway, thank you for joining us today, and look forward to seeing you on the next podcast. We'll be doing some. What do you call it? Video cast?
Vidcast.
Vidcast.
On our next ghost hunting thing that has not featured ghost hunting yet.
Exactly. But we're talking about it. So stay tuned. Thank you.
One of us has to get up and cut.
I was going to pause there.
I didn't want to stand up.
Okay, let's